fight tonight.
What's going on, everybody? Jade up here. Today's video is going to be about two sets that we combined together on stream, and I just kind of want to make a video over it, and because of copyright um, infringements that may occur on YouTube, so I just wanted to not get hit with that. So I thought I'd just do a video over it instead of having music in the background that I normally have during stream. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. As you can see, our stats, we're at 16k magic, at 38k health, and then 22k stamina. We're at 27k physical, and then 29k spell resistance. Now, if we proc up, we'll be at 35k spell, and then 32k physical. And there you go. So the first monster set we're going to talk about, or the only monster set we're going to talk about, I'm sure you could par it up with any other monster set you would like, but for this video and for this build, we're going to keep it with Stonekeeper, which is the monster set we're using. And so here's what you get. You get a shit ton of max stats. So you get 500 max stab and magicka, and then 600 max health, which is really nice. The second piece set. When you block an attack, you gain an energy charge stack. So up to 1 stack per second, and when you gain 5 or 6 charges, you release energy, restoring 50 stamina magicka, and then healing for 6600. After releasing the charges, you cannot regain new charges for 14 seconds. Basically, all that means you hold block and you get hit for every 1 second. Every 1 second you get hit, it stacks up a charge. Once you get hit 6 times over 6 seconds, boom. You know what I mean? It'll discharge and you'll get stam magicka and health. Stam magicka and health. Excuse me. The next set we're using is, you probably should have guessed it already, is Leeching. As you could see, you could tell which set this is by just looking at it. This is the only set that is worth a damn that uses Lifkin that I know of. There might be other ones, but this is the only one that I've noticed that uses Ifkin that as a more or less taking set. Yeah, maybe Imperium from or Imperial, what is it? Whatever the set is from Wild Gold Tower, but that set is not that great. So basically that set is you just take you take damage, you have a chance to proc a shield on people. It's not that great when it comes to like DLCs and other stuff. Um, so yeah, this set right here, Leeching. When you take damage, you get an 8% chance to summon a cloud of leeching poison underneath the attacker. It deals 1348 poison damage in a 4-meter radius every 1 second for 5 seconds, and it heals you for 100% damage. So this is a really good set for tanks. If you don't care about pushing for score, if you're doing dungeons or whatever, or if you're dealing with a lot of ads, basically, this is a really good set. It'll definitely pretty much keep you alive. It's just a really nasty combo with just anything. So yeah, I mean, I put sturdy on everything as far as my armor goes, so you can see sturdy, and I put healthy on everything. Our second set is resilient Yokeda. Now, basically, what this 5-piece set does is when you block an attack, you deal 4,000 magic damage to all enemies within 10 meters of you, and you heal 100% of the damage done. This effect can occur once every 10 seconds. So, excuse me. So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting set. And this pars good with Leeching. I've been testing out this morning, and I thought, well, it is actually pretty decent combo. Let's go ahead and make a video about it. Maybe somebody will find some use out of it somehow, way, shape, or form. So we put robust. I changed everything to robust. It comes in healthy. You can either keep it healthy and then you know, put more points into stamina if you feel to. And then we put shield play on everything. just to kind of reduce some of the block costs. So I actually might put one recovery here and then change it to mag recovery on this. Rosin Yokeda, we got decisive on both weapons, and then I just went ahead and put absorb stamina enchants on here. The only reason why is no reason actually. I just put it on there. And then we got sturdy on the shield. So now that you've seen, you know, the sets, now Resilient Yokeda really works well while you're blocking. You know, you don't damage and you heal. Now this works really well with Stonekeeper, and this also works really well with Spell Wall. Spell Wall will proc Stonewall, and it will stock Resilient Yokeda because technically you are blocking. Here's the skills that we're going to be using. We're going to mainly be on our front bar, so this is what I have. I got Pierce Armor, Green's Dragon Blood. I got Invigorating Drain, which I'm going to swap out now for Vigor. They got Fragmented Shields just to kind of keep that Major Mending last a little bit longer. Heroic Slash for the minor maim, and then the Spell Wall, which is going to be the ultimate we're going to be proc'ing. Sorry, I don't know why I keep yawning. Whatever. Back bar, inner rage, balance, blockade, talons, change the magma. The reason I had invigorating drain on here is because whenever I would proc the shield wall, I would just hit this, and then I would hit it twice, and then I would be close to getting spell wall again. So I wanted to try vigor and just see how well you could sustain with vigor and while you're blocking and hitting heroic slash and stuff like that. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. We are on vet. We do all our testings on vet, as you can see right here. If you test it on normal, you're literally getting no good test outs of that. Really not getting a really decent test out on this, but it's not too bad as far as like testing goes. So we're gonna hit our balance. We're gonna roll dodge through here so we get out. And we're gonna just kind of walk around. Now keep in mind you're not getting hit by every single enemy, so anybody who does this and you get amazed by it, don't really be that amazed by it because you're not getting hit by every ad that's here. Like at all. So we haven't even had to hit our spell wall yet. Like at all. And we're actually gaining stam. Alright, so here we go. Then we're gonna pop our spell wall now. A heavy attack, igneous shields to maximize our return on stam. And there we go. I'm gonna keep it going, hit that vigor again. So yeah, you could actually sustain on with just vigor as well. Pretty easily too. Like I'm not really doing anything. I'm just walking around, holding block, hitting igneous shields every once in a while. Not even hitting vigor that much. By the time I hit vigor again in a pot, like my shield ulti's already back up. We are running decisive traits on our weapons. I think I mentioned that, but I did it. I may or may not have. Heroic slash this guy. Kind of keep that ulti going. I'm gonna pop magma. See what that's about. But as you can see, like I'm not really taking any damage. Well, obviously because that magma proc. Magma's gone now. I mean, like I'm taking a lot of damage, but it's not like a shit ton. And that's because you can only have so many enemies hitting you at one time. But I mean, Leeching is proccing a lot. The Resilient Yokeda is proccing a lot. It's actually kind of insane, like, Vigor's working a lot better than what I thought it was going to work. With Stonekeeper, you're literally just sitting here, not taking it. I was holding block, I guess. Okay. But yeah, you're just sitting here, just holding block, walking around. Now this set is actually pretty cool because in dungeon aspects, There are a lot of times where you can get overrun by a lot of ads and still recover. Like BDSA last boss, if other teammate goes down, you could probably come back. And whenever the boss drops in a gate or something like that, you can pop that shield ulti immediately after and get that res going. Yeah, I didn't even have to. I went to hit Vigor, but I was already getting healed. I immediately started getting healed because of leeching and stuff. So it's pretty cool set and stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and die over here, so that way you guys can see. So that way I can go ahead and put invigorating on my bar quicker. But so we got invigorating on our bar. So yeah, you can pretty much just stand there for a long time. It's crazy. I did do this on stream, but I didn't have sturdy on my pieces. I didn't have, there was a lot of stuff I didn't have. So we're going to go ahead and wait for this charge to proc. We just hit this for charges. We're going to wait probably till about now. We're going to proc it, and then we're going to hit invigorating drain twice. We're going to make sure we hit it twice. And then we're going to stop blocking again because we're running out of time. And now we got our charges stacking again. And you can tell when it procs because of the AoE underneath our feet. And I'll slow it down later on in the video. I'll just kind of like stop talking. When I go silent, it'll be because I wanted to show you guys what the visual effect is. And the same thing with the resilient Yokeda. I can tell you, I'll show you when it procs as well. Basically, whenever you see your shield glow. So it should be procking here soon. As you can see, my shield and stuff glow. It means that it just procced. So we're getting our charges stacked again. I haven't actually had to pop ulti or nothing in a long time, or even my pots because of Stonebreaker. Just literally walking around. Now keep in mind that we're not getting hit by every single ad. What ads we are getting hit by are mainly the archers and the 4 melee ads, and in our occasional little ad that comes up and hits us. As you can see, the archers that we're coming up on aren't hitting us or doing anything. That's because something with Zossi, you can't have so many enemies hit you that are out of your range. So the closer I get to them, more likely they are to hit me. So we're probably going to take our first pot here. As you can see, it's absolutely insane with Stonebreaker in this set, all sturdy pieces. Like you can just sit here and do this for forever. So we're gonna proc that, and we're gonna hit invigorating drain twice. May not be able to get it off twice, but we'll see. Oh, we did. But we're still going on and healing. And look at our ulti just regen like crazy. Absolutely insane. If we didn't have Stonekeeper on, we would probably run Bloodspawn, but at the end of the day, when you don't have Stonekeeper on, with just holding block the entire time, you're not gonna be able to get so much stam back. See what I mean? Because look, we're at 8k stam, 76%, 75%. Or, you know, we're back down to 70%. I'm gonna proc this, and then see as the charges are hitting. We're at 90%, almost 100%, now we're back up to 100. So you could potentially do this as long as you have like decent heals the entire time. If I had like lingering health bots, it would be actually really crazy to see. Alright, so I'm gonna go silent so you guys can see when this procs. Alright, well, I wasn't paying attention. But needless to say, I'll take a clip out, put it at the end of this, and what I'm talking now, and just kind of show you when it's procking. I'll slow it down, and I'll show you. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can go down here. Here's some ads down here. I'll actually come down here and I'll show you how to tell when it'll proc. So as you can see, these two sets are actually really easy to get. You can get Leeching. You can buy key fragments to get the Leeching from ICP, and then you can get Stonekeeper just from doing Frostvault, and then you can get Yokeda, this resilient Yokeda from AA. Just do it on normal. I got the sword and board actually on live on our second run of doing it, and I've gotten 2 rings. I just need a necklace and then a lightning staff of some sort. Then I'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and I'll show you when this procs or how it procs or what to look for. So I'll be silent during this part. Alright, so this should be good enough. As you can see, when I'm holding block, the AoE underneath my feet will be going off, and then the charges will start. See, right above my stam, there's like a little rat, and a little skeever. That's the charges you want to look for. Now, when resilience procs, you'll see like a white, my shield glow white, and leeching will proc. You'll definitely be able to tell. Because there'll be green stuff going off at enemies right now. So as you can see, I'm just not gonna hold block. You see Leeching's just proccing on consistently. We'll probably die here and we'll waste right back. Kind of go over some stuff. Alright, we died. Alright, so again, these are our stats. These are the sets we're running: Stonekeeper, Leeching, all sturdy. I put all sturdy on there to kind of maximize the blocking block costs, and then I put robust here, which you can kind of change a little bit of stuff. Now, the Moonstone that I'm running is the ritual to increase the healing done. And the reason why I did that is because honestly, I forgot to put a Moonstone on the PTS. I literally did all my attributes and everything. And then I was like, oh yeah, I went in here and I started doing it. And I was like, something feels weird. And I was like, I don't even have I don't have like a Moonstone on. And I went and put it on health, and I was going to change my attributes. And I was like, you know what? Let me change it to the ritual and see what's up. And the ritual is kind of nice. It gives you a nice little healing. So increasing your healing down by 10%. It's actually not bad. But what you could do is probably, you know, take the attributes out of health, and then actually we could utility, right? Respec attributes. So so as you can see, we'll go to a buddy's in my house, Inklings. Oh my. Alright, and we're back. I just went ahead and cut all that stuff out. We're gonna go ahead and put the Lord on for healing, or for health. See what kind of health we get. Okay. Then we're gonna put on 230. Should be more than enough. And then we'll put stamp. 23 stamp. Actually, you know what? Let's go with 25. 24k stamp. So do 30, and then we'll put so many. Now here you could probably sit here and block probably forever, like I was doing earlier with Stonekeeper and stuff. The only thing we changed is we took off the ritual, or the healing done. I think it was the ritual all the way down. I don't want to lie to you guys, so let's make sure that we get that correct. Yeah, so it was a ritual. We took off the ritual and we just put more points, less points in the to health, and we put more into stam. So we got 30, 30, and then 4. But I mean, of course, we do have these sturdy, or these robots as well. And if you want, we'll test this out as well. We'll put on healthy, and then probably take more points out of stam. So on the PTS, if you guys didn't know, you get unlimited supply of transmute. I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna transmute this back to healthy because that's what it was before, just so you guys can see what it was. Okay. Now we're at 42k health, which is way too much, and we're going to go in here, and I believe it was utility, right? Respect. Proc this. And then we don't even need to put any into health, so we can sit here and do, like, stam. Let's go up to 50. I mean, we could go all the way back up. We could probably put points or so into here, put, like, 7 points in the here. I mean, we're almost at 25k stamina, which is absolutely insane. And again, with the Lord on the stone and the rings on healthy. So, I mean, you know, I just wanted to test all this stuff out. This is what the PTS is for, to test stuff out. So it looks like I'm going to keep the rings on healthy. That way I can put more points into health and, or excuse me, less points in the health. And then a lot of points in the stam to hit probably up to 25k stam. That's absolutely insane. And that's with the Lord Moonstone. And you could potentially just take all these points out and put them all in the stam. We'll actually do that too, to show you what you could get. So we'll throw all the points except for 3 into here. See what we get. So we're at 25. Point into here, 2 points in the here, 3. So I mean, you could still get 38k with 25k stamina. It's absolutely insane. You could probably get a little bit more stam if you did your shield infused in the stam, or did like your headpiece infused in the stam. That would give you like 1,000 extra stam or so. You would lose out on a little bit of health, but you'd go back down to like 37k. And that's more than enough. 37k is more than enough. I just wanted to be like at 38k because of minor toughness. You'd be at like 41, 40k or whatever. But yeah, this is the build. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it and whatnot. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a place that nobody really goes to test anything. Let's go to Falk. No, not Falkreath. Bloodroot Forge. We'll go to Bloodroot Forge. Because at the beginning of it, you got some ads there. So I'll cut this part out again of me loading in, and then we'll go to it once we pop in. All right, and we are here. So let's get it started. Yeah, we'll stay with invigorating, and then we'll do vigor after, which we might have to go further on and do the boss or something like that, and just let them spawn like a bunch of ads or something. We'll see. So here we are. We're gonna pull all these ads. This is a dungeon that a lot of people for some reason have trouble on. So we're just gonna get them all grouped up. Which, you know, let's just say all your teammates died right here, right? Oh, we're just gonna come back. Apparently I can't invigorate drain somebody. Just gonna stand here and just take the damage. See how long it takes. Just hold and block. And I'm just gonna wait and see. As you can see, we're not really running out of stam. We just sit here and hit, you know, Igneous a few times. Let's pop a pot. Hit Igneous a few times. Now we're about to get a burst of stamina magicka. There we go. We just got it. This has like literally almost every ad hitting us here, so this one's a little bit better than that Hell Raw. We move it a little bit and then the ads me. That's funny. So we're gonna pop this and we're just gonna heavy attack Igneous Shields, or excuse me, Heroic Slash, heavy attack Igneous Shields immediately after. What that does is that puts Heroic Slash and Igneous Shields on the same cooldown. My heroic slash. And these shields. Let's see, yeah, we're just not taking really any damage at all. We could potentially just sit here and, you know, with resilient Yokeda going off and then Leeching constantly proc'ing, like, just sit here and test it out. You know, it'd be actually an even better place to test this out. Let's go to swap to my back bar so we can just die quickly. Let's actually go to Merkmeyer and go to Black Rose Prison. So I'll cut this part again out, the loading screen and whatnot, and we'll see what happens. I don't know what will happen. Never tested it out in here. Alright, and we loaded in. Let's go ahead and so I'm gonna put Vigor on my bar and see how that works. Actually, you know what I am gonna put on my bar? I'm gonna put this skill on. And when we pop our shield ulti, I'm just gonna proc that and then see what happens. I don't know how well this is gonna work. Again, we're on vet, so we'll see what happens. Okay, that's cool. I didn't even hit it, but I just immediately started the quest. I have no weapons on. That's cute. Just gonna kind of, we're just gonna take our time, line of sight in these guys. Everything's proc'ing. It's a nice one. We'll proc that, and then we'll go ahead and hit this. I knew that was coming. Let's do that again. Alright, let's do that again. Did you see, guys? You guys see the timer of the shield ulti, and then it just like tick away as soon as they hit us. Alright, let's see how far. Let's see what we can do. At these guys. We'll take this like a actual. My dog just farted. It stinks. I think we can just do this the entire time for the most part. So we can pretty much do this. Wish I had somebody on the PTS that I could get them to hit. Here we go, get some extra fire damage. Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely... Yeah, you'll be able to get, I mean, even without, like, these sets on, you should be able to get the res off of somebody, honestly. Take the shield sigil, or if you... Take the shield sigil. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. I mean... 6 ads, 4 ads and up, it looks like you're just gonna be getting... See what I blocked just then? It just automatically healed me up all the way again. When Leeching wasn't proc'ing. This is actually a good way to show you guys exactly what's going on and what's happening. There we go, we took all the UA away. Or UI away. So as it gives you a little bit better close up of what's going on. There's a Leeching proc, and then it's advancing Yokeda, or resilient Yokeda proc. All right, well, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to see what would happen here. We could pretty much just sit here and kill probably all the ads, and we actually ran out of food. Oh, not too bad. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Showed you guys a little bit of gameplay as far as what would happen if you went to Black Rose and some stuff like that. Pretty different build. It's actually a pretty nice build actually. For those that Well, I guess want to be lazy tanking, and that's me sometimes. I just want to sit there and hold blocks sometimes. This will let you do that. Stonebreaker alone with leeching should let you do that. But compared with the resilient Yokeda, it's actually really, really nice because even when you're blocking and leeching isn't procced, you could potentially get a heal off of that and just sit there and just constantly keep healing. It's well. Other than that, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone.